let's see why Ampcast is driving incredibly profitable long-term traffic for many businesses. And this is so simple and easy, right, that it shouldn't work in theory, but this is powerful because it makes your business look bigger by literally putting it everywhere. And this is how companies are getting free organic traffic and not even creating the content themselves. They're getting content published on 300 plus platforms, driving search, video, social, podcast, and AI answer traffic being all over the internet.
Because it's happening so fast that yes, people may not adapt fast enough.
I think today, if you're doing stuff, you have to do it in a cross-platform, cross-format way.
In 2025, showing up in search isn't just about your website anymore. It's about creating content that's findable everywhere your audience is looking.
So let's take a look here at what this can do. And so essentially it creates a PDF, an infographic, a social post, an article, a podcast, a short video reel, a blog post, okay, a long form video. And it does this from any idea or any topic or any page that you give this. And the idea is to do this on a regular basis, right? So you would do this very, very frequently and then grow your traffic. You're going to be publishing all over on like YouTube, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, on news sites, okay, on blogs, on document sites, right? Sharing images across Pinterest.
32% of consumers are now using social media as their primary search engine.
All of these different things, the platform handles the entire thing. And then you've got traffic coming from all sorts of different sources. You're increasing your authority, your reputation, your ads work better because you've got so much content and information out there. You're showing up in AI answers. You're pulling in search traffic. You're pulling in video traffic. Okay, it's just essentially got you all over the place. And just to take a quick peek at the type of content here that you can have, right? So here, just for example, is a little short reel that was made, okay, literally in minutes. And it's just one of the several pieces of content. And you can see here, it's got 1,000 views on a channel that only has 6 subscribers. So let's watch the content and you can see, and then we'll dig into this a little bit more.
Thinking of moving your mobile home in Florida? Watch out. These 3 mistakes can stop your move before it even starts. Mistake 1. Trying to move a home built before June 15, 1976. Florida law bans transport of pre-HUD mobile homes. No exceptions. Mistake 2.
All right, so we won't watch the whole video. It gives a couple more mistakes, but you can see here it's giving very precise info to a very specific audience. And these are an audience that actually buys things, right? And so we focus on actually coming up with topics, and we give you tools that where you're trying to put out content here that has buyer intent, verified demand, manageable competition, so you can actually get traffic, and then you're putting it across all of these platforms.
How do we get visible on all these platforms? How do we be omnipresent?
And by being on platforms all across the internet, this is how you get more traffic and how you get access to more buyers, because people are searching everywhere. And so it means actually creating content, right, that's well researched, that's well cited, that's focused on reaching potential buyers and actually drives traffic and is actually something useful that you put out into the world. And this is why we have businesses getting incredible results, growing their traffic significantly, right? And doing this in record speed, because this is so much faster than using any other platform, because it's all under one roof. It's the only platform which does all of this. It's why our customers, our ratings are so happy, right? Everything is going great here. And all you need to do is just simply publish on a regular basis. And you can be showing up in AI overviews, right? You can be showing up in Google, right? You can be showing up on YouTube, okay, on LinkedIn.
You got to optimize for the different platforms out there.
Okay, all over the internet. So let's take a little deeper look into the platform here. And let's just take a look at another video, right, which this platform has created.
How to get your cat to obey you. Simple, just stare them directly in the eyes for 6 hours, then walk them on a leash while asserting dominance. Works every time, 2% of the time. But if your cat still won't obey, then make your cat jealous by petting a dog. Once they see you with another pet, they'll do anything for attention. Cat won't listen to your instructions. Try speaking to them in different accents. My cat only responds to polite British commands, and you must say, please. Cat still being an asshole. Replace all their toys with tiny business clothing and office supplies, can't misbehave if they're dressed professionally. It's basic cat psychology. Finally, if nothing works, just accept that you're now their employee. I've been on probation since 2019, and my kitty performance review is next week. Something about more fish.
All right. And so you can see here it's even great at coming up with viral topics, right? And so you can actually use our tools to come up with ideas here. So here's one where we typed in stock trading and it's come up with all sorts of viral topics that you could use to come up with content. You can also then have these also buyer focused topics that it can come up with in any niche that you can think of, right? And so here's an example of one created here in all of these different formats. So you've got the news article here, the story here, Mr. Gox, okay, the hamster trader who outperformed the S&P 500. I didn't think of this. The tool thought of this topic, okay, and then tells this story through the news article, okay, which then gets published on real news sites, including going out to Google News, and then the blog post, which gets posted on real blogs. And again, the whole thing was written and created by the AmpiFire AmpCast system, okay, all being created. You can create AI images to go along with all of your content. It even then creates a podcast. We can have just a little listen here just for a few seconds just to get a feel for how this comes out.
That managed to achieve a 19.7% portfolio gain in just 5 months. That's not just good, that's better than the S&P 500, Bitcoin, and even Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway during the same period.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. The whole thing started with just a $326 investment in June 2021.
All right, so there you go. So they're talking about this hamster here who has outperformed pro investors. And then we've got the slideshow as well, right? That has been created and scripted by the platform. And we've also then got the infographic here as well, which has been created. You can add in any images and all sorts of stuff which you want here. And again, this is created automatically by the platform. And then finally, we've got 2 videos. We have a short video and also a longer video here as well. And so the longer video is approximately about 5 minutes long. Okay. And you can see here, you can just go through and you can edit each and every scene very, very quickly. You just press this button and you can swap out any of the scenes. And again, this is created entirely by the system. Let's have a little watch of the video here that was entirely made by the AI, no intervention. This is what it came up with.
Think your investment strategy is smart? Think again as a hamster has outperformed Warren Buffett. This is Mr. Gox. He's a hamster who consistently outperformed Wall Street pros. His secret? A completely random crypto trading system built in his cage. He ran a wheel to pick a crypto, then chose a buy or sell tunnel. At his peak, his portfolio was up nearly 20%, beating Bitcoin and the S&P 500. The project started as a joke, testing if random choices could beat human experts. Mr. Gox showed just how much random chance can affect volatile crypto markets. So before you listen to the next expert, remember the hamster who won.
All right, so there you go. And this is just a quick preview inside the system. So it's a low resolution. The watermarks still show, but when you publish it, it goes high resolution. It's super, super smooth. Okay. And again, this is why people get such amazing results here.
How big is your online footprint?
Free traffic has literally gotten a lot harder, and paid ads are costing more and more.
We're going to use generative AI as well. And so you're going to have to be better.
And why, we have so many case studies, so many results is because they just follow this process and they put out content across all of these places. I mean, look, you're even getting complete X threads here, right, on Twitter, where it's got the video, okay, images, and also can link out to the blog post and all of these different things. And it's all handled automatically. So this is an incredibly powerful platform. And this is the pre-release. Okay. And so if you keep watching this video, you'll see how you can be invited to actually join this platform. Okay. And get access, right? To get early bird access. We've only got limited spots, right? And this is how to get traffic from everywhere. It's one platform that automatically produces content, right? As video, okay, as blog posts, as infographics, and so on, and publishes to 300 plus websites. And this has literally been driving massive traffic, okay? And so this case study right here is even before a load of the latest, cool, most powerful features have even been built in here, driving literally $95,000 in free traffic from search. And we have case studies and case studies and case studies of this stuff with extremely high return on spend, okay? Here's another one of another business just blowing up, okay, and literally driving millions of dollars in sales, right? So this is the power of AmpCast and this platform, creating all this content, publishing it all over the internet so that you can be everywhere, okay? And this is something that's very important because traffic generation is multi-channel. There's loads and loads of different platforms that can drive traffic. And so the more places you are, the more chance you have of being seen and being able to succeed, right? And this is the reality. Even though Google is still massive, it's still growing, it's still the #1 search platform, okay? And it's a huge amount of searches that have been happening on Google every single day, and it just keeps increasing, Okay, their business isn't declining. Even with AI, it's getting bigger. But you've got all of this split of traffic across all these other platforms from Bing, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and so on and so on. And that's literally billions of searches that are happening across all of these different platforms. And so 70%, over 70% of searches where people are doing research and they're going to buy something, okay, is happening outside of Google as well. So Google's a big thing, but we also want to be on all of these other platforms. So if you don't go multi-channel, then you will get left behind, right? The Google CEO is even saying this. You have to be cross-platform, cross-format. And we create this using the world's first multicasting platform, AmpCast, where you simply research, okay, and target what topics you want to cover. And again, we've got tools which help you do that. Okay. And then the platform creates all of the content in all of these different formats, and then you can distribute it and amplify it across the internet. So the research and target, we've got these pig tools which will sniff out topics for you. So you can go very, very bio-focused. You can have, say, something more viral, like you've seen. You have your topic, you just simply put it into the platform, and then it's going to create videos, okay, a video long and also a video short. It's going to create a conversational podcast. It's going to create an article. It's going to create a blog post. It's going to create a flip book, a visual infographic, and then the social post to go all along with this. Okay. And so think about this. You've got an interview podcast. You've got video reels. You've got news articles. You've got blog posts that go out on blogs and on LinkedIn. You've got infographics visually representing the content that can go out on sites like Pinterest. You've got the flip books, okay, and ebooks that goes out to document sharing sites. You've got then the social media posts that are also being put out there. Okay, this is literally going out to 300 plus platforms. It's insane. Okay, and this is done with a click, and then the content starts distributing. Okay. And that's step 3, where we then put it across all of these sites. And so you can just see some of the example sites here that we publish to, and there's so many of them. It does change a little bit, from month to month, depending what sites are taking the content. But there's so many here. It's like every time it's at least 300 plus platforms that we publish to. You've got your own podcast that you can be building, right? You've got your own YouTube channel that you can be building. And remember, this stuff can go out to your own channels, right? You don't have to put it out to your own channels, but you can put this stuff out to your own YouTube channel, your own Facebook, your own Instagram, and so on. Plus all the content going out on news sites, on blogs, right? On Pinterest, all of these different places that we publish to. Is just absolutely crazy. And so it's one app for all of the major traffic sources. Okay. And it's all under one roof. Okay. And literally you can create a campaign in as little as 20 minutes, if not even faster. Okay. And then you can edit it, adjust it as much as you want to. All right. And so this gives you greater online reputation. When people are doing their research, your business begins to get mentioned. It shows up in Google and it shows up in all of these different platforms. It improves your paid ad conversions, because if you're running any traffic, people are going to go research and they're going to go look things up. And now you've got information out there in lots and lots of places. Also helps you get verified on social platforms, because you become a bigger business, a bigger brand, a bigger influencer. It creates hyper engaging X threads. Okay. It allows you to launch and grow your own niche expert podcast, which builds trust. Okay. As these are conversational podcasts, you can launch them on Spotify, okay, on Apple Music, and just publish regularly and build a following. You're also growing your social media following. You're also then able to, should you want to, use this advanced distribution for power users, where you can take this and you can basically publish it anywhere by taking our feed and then hooking it up with other technologies like Zapier or Make or NAN. If you're an advanced user, you'll know what to do with this. You're also growing your YouTube channel. Okay. And this is really powerful, because the shorts and the reels are some of the best ways to kind of kick off social engagement as well. This is really, really powerful stuff. And you get seen in Google and other search engines, which is a big, big source of really powerful traffic. Plus, you can advertise in ChatGPT and other AI platforms and AI answers, because this information that you're putting out all across the internet is getting picked up by all these businesses. You can make announcements about your businesses. And remember, this is allowing you to tap into all of these different platforms through this multicasting process. And if you were to do this yourself, it would take weeks to do and cost a fortune. Even if you were doing it with AI and you started using a tool, because it doesn't do all of this different stuff, because you have to piece things together. It's very painful and slow. But inside of AmpCast, it's just so fast. So it's literally 144 times faster than trying to do the, say, with something like ChatGPT, which can't do all of these functions, and then you're trying to piece things together. So this is incredibly powerful, incredibly fast. And so my question for you is, how will you use AmpCast to grow your business? Okay. And ultimately, the more content you create and that you put out there, the faster your traffic will grow. Okay. And so this is free organic traffic and the platform is doing it for you. This is the world's first multicasting platform. And so hopefully you see after watching this video why Ampcast is your unfair advantage to get traffic and sales. All right. And so on this page, there's a link, okay, to get access to this. And you're skipping the waitlist here. You're getting pre-release access because we're not fully public yet. There's only limited spots. It's first come, first serve. We're still rolling out features as a founding backer, as an early member. You're getting a huge discount and this unfair early advantage over everyone else, okay? And my big promise to you today is simply use the platform, post content on a regular basis, and you will get more reach and organic traffic, or you don't pay, right? We'll give you back your money. Okay. And this is creating traffic for so many people. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but we have case study, testimonial, right? After testimonial of just people getting incredible results, increasing their sales, okay, increasing their visibility and getting published all across the internet, okay, and just growing their business just from using this platform on a regular basis as agencies reselling this at high markup. And so hopefully you see why this is such a powerful platform. And so it's up to you now if you go ahead and take the next step now to be everywhere. Okay, so now you see what this AI can do. You're probably thinking, okay, so how do I actually go and create one of these campaigns myself? All right, so check out the next video here where I will walk you through this exact step-by-step process of how to create your first amp. So you can go check out this video on our channel. You can go search for it. And this shows you how you can take one idea and turn it into all sorts of different content that you can publish everywhere, just like you saw today. All right. So see you in the next video.